Hello. So Miss Kyle's class is receiving a morning calendar binder for you to work on at home. This can be followed along during our morning calendar time that I will post every day to YouTube, or you can do this on your own if you need some spare time to fill, or everyone's going a little crazy and we need some structure. This is always something you can revisit at all times. Remember, our kids thrive on repetition, and the more you do this over and over and over again, the better your student will become at it. So I'm going to walk you through how you can use this with your child on your own, or even following along during our calendar time. And I will be referencing this morning calendar binder in our morning circle time. So let's get started. Up here, you'll say your student's name, and it's their morning calendar binder. That's what we'll refer it to. And we open it up. You have a packet. In the beginning, you'll find a stick that either has stickers on it or it does not. If you want to put some stickers on it, you're more than welcome to. I just did it to entice some of the students to follow along. This will be used as a pointer when we are counting, or you can use it to point yourself to the core board. You will also find a crayon. This is an erasable crayon from Crayola. So if a student draws on these laminated pages, there's no worry, this can be erased. You'll have an eraser. You may have the actual material that came with the crayon or a piece of felt. I did not have enough of those, so you'll have a piece of felt. And then some of you may have an Expo marker that you can use to erase as well, but I would prefer for the kids to use the crayons than this because this makes a whole lot more mess. But this can be for you or the kids. And then a set of 10 unit blocks for counting, and this can also go along with the math binder that they will be getting, and I will create a new video for that. Okay, so I'm going to leave these things out because we can use them, and we'll get started. First, if you go to the very back of your binder, you have a core board that opens up and comes out, so you have it right next to you and your student, and you can reference it throughout the calendar. Excuse me. So when we start, we always work on signing into school, but because we are not at school, we'll work on signing in at home and finding the student's picture. Each student's picture will have their name under it, so you can spell it with them, and they will sign themselves into home, and they can practice saying, I am here. If your student does not point to it yourself, you can always model with your finger and saying, you are here. You can also say, I am not at school. Okay. A lot of your pictures here will have a classmate's picture down here. You can always say that they are at home as well. He or she is at home. Or you can just leave it there, but that's so that their child can work on finding their name and picture and identifying them. Turn the page. I can spell my first name. Our name will be down here, and you can do this a number of ways. Yours will be blank, and you can have them match it by themselves if they know how to spell their name already or are working on it. You can use your marker in writing their name up here and have them match K, K, Y, Y, L, L, E, E. I can spell my first name. K-Y-L-E spells Kyle. You can also use your board. I can spell my first name. I can match the same letters. If this is too hard, you can always leave these three or the remaining of the letters up and have them match their first letter of their name. And as they get used to it, you can slowly take more down and have them match more of them. Turn the page. I know my birthday. This is just by matching month first, then small number, then year. And we always talk about our birthdays being celebrated one time a year, and we can have a party for our birthdays. We eat cake, we sing, we celebrate with friends, and we are happy. Turn the page. Our days of the week. This can be matched using our words here. Each day of the week is sign language. Sunday is to. Monday creates the M. Tuesday in between your fingers. I always say got your nose Tuesday, where it looks like you pulled somebody's nose off and put it in between your fingers and give it a little circle. Wednesday is 3 fingers. Thursday is 2 fingers. Friday is 3 fingers down, like okay, it's Friday. And Saturday is a fist. When we find our days of the week, I always say it is Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. Later. Wednesday is later. And yesterday was Monday. Monday is all done. When we go through our calendar, I have the students find the month. I try to touch base on the month based off of what events are happening. March is St. Patrick's Day. We can look for the little leprechaun. March starts with an M. The leprechaun for March. It is March 24. If you want, you can take off all the remaining dates and add them day by day. You can leave them up the top of your Velcro and pull them off. You can even put them in this pocket if that's easier so you don't lose them. And this is where you can use your pointer. It is March 24th, 2020. If you do not have a 2020, please let me know and I can mail that to you. When we count, I need help counting. I say ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and stop. Turn the page. Okay, the next page we talk about our seasons, and in this we talk about what we wear. The season is spring. I can say it is spring. Spring. Work on the student identifying that season and pulling it off. And then we talk about, these are the clothes that I can wear this season. On our core board, we can say, I put on a sweatshirt, and I put on long pants. This is errorless, and your child cannot make a mistake for this, so this helps them in just identifying those things, but mostly pointing to their core board or you modeling with your finger. The 3 words is hard to do in sequence. So if your child is having a hard time, just helping them point to on sweatshirt, on pants, and you can model the other 2, or you can take their hand and point to all 3 and see if they will point to on. You can also use your pointer and point to on and see if they will touch it after. Turn the page. Our weather. Identifying what the weather is today, I always encourage them to look out the window and see what the weather is. So I said it was sunny. If this is too many options here, you can always remove 2. I always do one that is very obvious. Is it sunny or is it snowing? That's a little confusing in Michigan, but it is the exact opposite. So I say it is sunny. And then usually we will have to help color this in with our marker, but if you would like to do hand over hand with the student. As the week is all done, we count how many weather or how many sunnies we had this week, how many cloudies we had this week. Turn the page. I can match my colors. We are looking for the same color. When they match, you can say, I can find the same color. If they choose the wrong color, for instance, purple on yellow, I take it off and put it right next to each other and say, that's different. That is not the same color. And then you can model yellow and yellow are the same. Turn the page. I can match my shapes. I talk about the number of edges there are. I tell them what I see or feel. Run it along your fingers and look for that same shape. I can find the same shape. Again, if they do it incorrectly and we put this square on the diamond, you can say that's different. That does not look the same. I see 4 sides like a kite. They're on a point. 2 points on top and bottom, 2 points on left and right. That is not the same. Turning the page, you'll have some tracing pages. This is where the student can use the crayon. I do highly suggest that you do some hand over hand and watch. A lot of our friends like to put the crayons in their mouth. If they decide they want to scribble all over, let them explore that. We are getting them used to just holding on to this crayon and drawing on the page, but then try and model for them and using that hand over hand repetitive line, and then have them erase hand over hand if they need to. Have them try to do this on their own, but bringing them back to cleaning up their own binder so that you're not having to do it every day and getting them used to this repetition. You have quite a few tracing pages in here. And if you need more, please let me know. And that is all for your morning work binder. Like I said, you can always reuse this and do this all day long if you need to. Morning, noon, and night. And getting them into that repetitive line would really, really help them. Okay, thank you. If you have any other questions, I will answer them with either a message here in the comments or on the Remind app. Thank you.